Hey, what is going on, you lightly salted rappers? Guess right, Gengar Vmax I feel like is one of the best decks in the current meta. Not on last meta there wasn't a ton of fighting decks, but there was definitely quite a bit more Rapid Strike, and now that's basically all gone. There's like no Rapid Strike in the current format. And Gmax Swallow Up, now combined with Choice Belt, allows you to get to new damage heights more easily and even start one-hit KOing stuff like Durant Vmax's with Big Charms. So you can basically one-hit KO anything in the format, from the Urshifu to the Muse, now the Duraludon, so now that you have Choice Belt. And I feel like the deck is just in a really, really strong spot overall. Let's take a look at the list. Let's go over it. I'll break down what I got going on. So I got a 4-3 Gengar Vmax, of course, 4 Houndour, 4 Houndoom, and then 3 Crobat. I don't plan to use 3 Crobat pretty much ever, to be honest, but I guess it could line up because usually our bench is 2 Gengars, 2 Houndoom, and then we have space for like a 3rd Houndoom maybe, or to put down up to 2 Crobat. And then I guess on the last turn of the game, when we go down to our final Gengar, we could dig with our 3rd Crobat if we haven't just carded it up to that point. So there is like time and space to put that third Crobat into play, depending on the scenario. Over to the energy, just 4 single strike and 4 hiding energy. And now we get into the trainer cards. I am rocking the Battle VIP passes. No Cramomatics though, because now that we have Ultra Ball in the deck over Evolution Incense, we are discarding a lot more cards a lot more aggressively and don't really have extra cards to really discard with Cramomatic anyways. I don't even know where I'd find space for the Cramomatics, to be honest. I don't know what I'd be cutting. I feel like cutting Urn. I am up to 4 Urn now, because now that we are discarding more cards with Ultra Balls, Urns of Vitality are usually some of those cards we're discarding, so I added a 4th Urn for right now. I might go back down to 3 because they have been feeling a little bit clunky, whatever you want to call it. So I might go back down to 3 Urn. So undecided on that. 4 Quick Ball still, of course. 3 Switch to move our Gengars and other Pokemon around. 4 Research, 4 Marnie, 3 Boss as our supporter cards. And I might cut back on one of the draw supporters, to be honest, because that has, once again, felt a little bit clunky. So maybe I'm already starting to make space for those Cramomatics or maybe something else. 2 Choice Belts so far. I feel like, I mean, you don't need to get past, like, you can already get to 300 and what's it called, 30 damage with the Gengar plus 4 single strike energy. So you don't really need Choice Belts in too many scenarios, but sometimes it's just nice to have that extra damage so you don't have to commit as many single strike energy to your Gengar, or, you know, barely any. And you can actually get other weird knockouts with like the Pain Explosion with like 3 single strike energy, and the Choice Belt allows you to KO an Arceus V-Star if they don't have a big charm. So you get like weird, crazy knockouts like that too. The Choice Belt actually just adds a ton of options turn to turn for knockouts to this deck. It's actually kind of crazy how good it is. Yeah, the Choice Belt, super strong Gengar. And then 3 Paths of the Peak, because we got to be able to hit those Duraludon Vmaxes somehow because of their ability. But yeah, if we're able to get everything put together, if they don't have the big charm, we can go quad single strike energy, Paths of the Peak, knockout. If they got the big charm, boom, Choice Belt, and then the quad single strike energy, Paths of the Peak, get the KO. And it's pretty easy for us to draw into the Path of the Peak and draw around it because of the Crobat, the heavy draw we can use from Crobat. So it's not too difficult to get to the Path of the Peaks, get them in play, get those big one-hit KOs. And sometimes we can go for a 2-hit KO on the Duraludons, depending on the situation. If we feel like, if we know the Path of the Peak is going to stick, if they're already down a ton of stadiums, or sometimes we just kind of got to go Marnie Path and hope they don't find a counter stadium. That sometimes is the route. But sometimes we can just get the big one-hit KO, and that's pretty good. And Path in general is really good against Arceus. You get down like a turn 1 Path against Arceus, they lose their V-Star power, and sometimes their deck just kind of crumbles, to be honest. Without the Starburst on the turn 2, sometimes the deck can't put it together. And that is my Gengar Vmax list. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to catch more PTCGO actions, or PTCGL action actually now from me, go check out twitch.tv/AzulGG. I stream every day except Mondays. First link in the description. Give it a click, give it a follow. Let's play some Gengar. All right, get to go first here. And we're looking for a lot of Houndours. We're looking for a lot of Houndours. Even if we don't get a Gengar, depending on the matchup, more Dowers is better. What should we get? A Dower and a Battle VIP pass, so that's going to be a great start. Supporting a follow for the next round, and a Houndoom in the hand. So the hand's really, really good. Just got to see what the matchup is. Because maybe we'll want 3 energy, maybe 2 energy will be fine. Most of the time, 2 energy is fine unless we're up against Mew. Or if we're up against Mew, 2 energy is fine. If we're up against anything else, 3 energy is better, but they probably also won't kill my Houndour turn 1. So energy top deck would be nice, though. Not gonna lie, an energy top deck would be nice. So we have no idea. The energy top deck is in Battle VIP Pass. And because we have no idea what we're up against, although I've got a sneaking suspicion that it is Malamar. It might be Malamar here. We do want Gengar eventually. just not off the rip. So it makes me want to attach active, actually. But I guess I'm not sure. I'm still just going to attach it to the Gengar. And then pass. And we'll see what we're up against here. Yeah, in this matchup, the Houndooms want to be our main attackers. You want to go like attack with Houndoom. Ideally, we go like attack with Crobat, actually. Attack with 3 Houndooms. Galare mine. Okay, I think we're up against Durant here. It's completely flipped. I think we're up against the good old Ant. All right, here we go. Yeah, I would have put way less in play. Probably just double Houndoom in play if I knew I was up against Durant. But don't know until you know. But that could have been a pretty good call. Pretty good call with the Minccino start. I think Malamar is the other deck that's been pretty popular that plays the Minccino. Definitely a winnable matchup. It's just hard. It's just annoying. The Durant is always going to be hard and annoying to beat. I wish I did not have a Gengar in play. The Houndoom, the second Houndoom is fine. Probably would need 2 Houndoom anyways to play around Yellhorn. The Gengar in play is actually pretty bad. That could come back to bite us pretty hard, to be honest. We'll see. We're gonna keep the hiding energy around because that's actually like super important for this matchup, and the switch is super important actually. So all these things are important, but we got to get rid of one of them to go get. Oh man, that's actually tough. I guess the hiding energy is a little bit more important, so we can give up the. But if I give the Gengar, they can get Echoing Horned. But I mean, I have to give up something here. I don't like this at all. I can actually go attack with the Gengar. I could go like switch plus another single strike energy, to be honest, and then I get to keep. Okay, I don't mind that, I guess. I don't mind this, I guess. And then Dark Slumber, and then we'll get a prize card to work with. We'll get a top deck to work with. We can put another energy on it, and I can. Excuse me. Actually build up. Ooh, Houndoom off the prize cards is really nice. Actually, I want to put the Gengar in the discard pile to give them that kind of boss option. But I can go into the Pain Explosion. And actually, I can KO. Actually, that's never going to happen. I'm not going to Pain Explosion enough times to KO my own Gengar. Yeah, never mind. I was like, I could do that. In my head, I was like, okay, that's like a... I mean, if I have enough turns, but I'm going to win the game before that happens, I think. So it is like possible, but not practical. So we're just going to keep swinging here. Hopefully we find... I don't even know what I hope to find. A Marnie, I guess, would be a good find. We do have the Ultra Ball in the hand, so we get Ultra Ball for Crobat at some point. Like I said, we got the hiding energy, so we can move our stuff around a little bit. If we find a couple more hiding energies, to be honest, we could set up our board state. Ooh, double Urn of Vitality. Hate to see that. We can set up our board where we can just kind of move everything around pretty aggressively. So I'm going to go to the Houndoom. I'm going to use that Single Strike Roar. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself another of those. Yeah, a couple Urns would be nice to have, so in case they do any harder treating. But yeah, I can go for Crobat at some point. I got the hiding energy, so we're kind of chilling. Dark Slumber again. Yeah, the Pain Explosion knocking myself out isn't practical. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out of my head for now. Another hiding energy. That is actually pretty big. We actually have a board state set up. Oh, but there goes the Gengar and another Urn. Okay, so pretty much out of Urns. Like, this is my attacker. This Gengar, me and this Gengar, we're going all the way. We have a couple hiding energy in hand, so we can constantly move around our Houndooms. We might be able to actually... This might be the board state right here. They haven't got rid of any of my switch yet. We still have... Oh, I discarded one earlier. We have 2 switch left. We do have 2 switch left, which might be relevant for the Yellhorns eventually. Yeah, for Yellhorn, that might become relevant to get rid of that confusion. But, I mean, we're just going to keep swinging. We're just going to keep using Dark Slumber. Keep getting milled. But my opponent hasn't had too aggressive a setup. They don't even have a Cinccino in play yet. They got that one Minccino, but there's that Echoing Horn. Gengar to the bench. We do have the hiding energies, like I mentioned. And they just can't sit here and boss every single turn either. If I keep getting knockouts. Okay, they don't have the boss yet, so we have another turn of no boss. I might want to go Quick Ball, Ultra Ball for a Crobat. Not Quick Ball. I might want to Ultra Ball for a Crobat next turn. Just so they don't mill both my Chromats. Because I don't really need second Houndoom now. So I just want some kind of draw power to work with. So I might go Ultra Ball for the Crobat, because the way my opponent's going to win at this point, I think we're far enough ahead to the point where my opponent's win condition at this point, I think very much is they have to trap something and then mill us out afterwards. They're not going to be able to... another energy gone as well is pretty good. And there's some more stuff gone. Yeah, so I might go grab a Crobat here. Let's see what our top deck is. Ultra Ball. I could wait one more turn, I feel like. Dark Slumber, just hit for another hundo. Yeah, if they Yell Horn my active, though, I feel like we might get in trouble. That's what I'm scared of, is Yell Horn on the active. If they do play the Yell Horn, I tried out no Yell Horn for a little bit, and I actually did not hate it. I'll let you gone. Research Quick Ball. Those are also fine cards to leave. Yeah, I did not hate the no Yell Horn and just kind of play to try and trap something. Glare Mine plus Boss was kind of the route, and it worked pretty well, to be honest. So my opponent could be playing something similar. Or if they play, usually the Yell Horn count isn't very high anyways. They might just not be able to find them. They did find their first Encino finding, though, so they're going to be seeing quite a few more cards per turn. But we're actually through quite a few of their energy. Oh, actually, no, that's not that many. I thought we had gotten rid of another double energy at some point. I thought it was like 2 twins and DTE. Why isn't it 2 twins? Did they have 3 prize cards? Did I take a prize card without having an energy on it? I thought they all had energies. Maybe just the capture energy made me think that they had another. They had the energy in play, I guess. So that made me think they did. But no. All right, another Glare Mine gone, and we can actually theoretically win the Stadium War, to be honest. I guess another thing I have to be kind of scared of is getting Marnie. They do play Marnie, but they are going to have to start looking to use Boss here soon. They're going to have to start looking to use Boss. But yeah, optimally in this matchup, we just attack with Houndooms, like 2 Houndooms. Maybe I shouldn't have even attacked with this Gengar, and I should have still set up the Houndoom to attack, to be honest. Because I think I could have done that, and then I chose to go into the Gengar. I could have done that, right? I probably should have just attacked with Houndoom, to be honest. I think Houndoom would have been safer. Whiff on the attack return is huge. I got the Boss. Is there a reason to Boss? I almost want to Boss KOS Encino here, to be honest. Take away some of their draw power. Their options on future turns are just that much less. Dark Slumber. Yeah, I think I like this the most. Just take away options from my opponent. All right, we have 2 prize cards left. We have 2 switch cards in the hand. And we got to switch off the prize card. So I think this almost feels like we got this one locked up. Yeah, I think I like KOing the Encino there. Because like KOing a Durant, I could have KO'd the Durant with the energy, but then I do get Trick Shoveled. And I mean, they have 1 more Trick Shovel left, so then 1 more KO, 1 more Trick Shovel triggers. But now in this scenario, I don't trigger another Trick Shovel while it's relevant. There's a Marnie from my opponent. That's not a Boss. But Yell Horn is still relevant. But if they do Yell Horn, I mean, we could just flip through the Yell Horn. And they have to flip through the Yell Horn as well. And we did get a switch and a Crobat. Okay, so the hand is still super strong. And now we know, because we got Marnied, we have 2 Hottie Energy and a switch on the bottom of the deck, so we can kind of play around that and just like not shuffle our deck. Just not shuffle our deck at all, just hold his hand, and then when we really want, and there's a Hottie Energy off the top, so this one has just been cruising. And if we ever want to go get those Hottie Energy in the switch, we can shuffle our deck first, hopefully find a card that allows us to shuffle our deck, and then play something like the Crobat to draw cards, maybe into a Research or a Marnie and so on. So we do want to find a way to shuffle our deck, hopefully off the top of our deck eventually, so that we can combo it with the Crobat draw, and then just draw a bunch of cards in a single turn. So that'd be the idea at this point, to give ourselves that option. But I mean, we're looking good. If they don't Marnie us here, we have switch Hottie Energy, and even if they do Marnie us, the only way to stop us from attacking would be the Yell Horn, which means then we can still just flip 50-50 for the win if we don't find some way to go dig for those switch cards. We'll be in the same spot again. If they Marnie us, a switch and a Hottie Energy will be on the bottom of the deck with a Crobat as well, so we know there's a Crobat safely on the bottom. So if we get a Quick Ball or an Ultra Ball, we don't have to be worried about them milling that Crobat anytime soon. But yeah, I think this one is about all but done. I'm sure they're looking for, there's the Yell Horn discard, so I'm sure they're looking for a Boss here and just hoping I don't have a switch card. But I feel like that's pretty unlikely. And I'm sure my opponent knows that. There's the Boss, and I think Gengar should have been bossed there. Maybe not. I guess I could Dark Slumber for, but it's like the same thing, I feel like. All right, switch. Go get him, Gengar. 22 cards left in the deck, and we get this clean dub here against the Durant. My opponent really not able to do anything. And they had a really slow start. We're just able to take advantage. Prize card every turn. Just know how to keep our options open to make sure we can move our Pokemon or deal with Yell Horn, and pretty free dub. All right, lost the coin flip in this one, so we will be going second. Got the Dower Start, got a Crobat to work with. The hand is okay. Kind of like lacking 1 Dower. We got the Single Strike Energy for the Gengar, which is nice. But yeah, we'll use the Crobat here. Try and draw ourselves into that that Gengar. Arceus Start from my opponent. Question is, are they playing? What are they playing? And do I need to hold this back to the peak? Houndoom top deck, not bad, but not quite worth it. We actually can research as well. For some reason, I thought like we couldn't research. But we can research, so we could go Quick Ball, earn, Gengar, bench, Quick Ball, Single Strike Energy, earn it back. I was like, No, we don't need two Gang. Wait, can they actually KO our Gengar with a choice? They could KO our Gengar with a choice. So we kind of need like a lot here. Okay, we need a lot. So I'm actually going to go quick ball the single strike energy. Grab a Dower. Actually, grab a Gengar. Okay. Got 2 Paths to the Peaks left just in case we are against, what's it called? Plenty of urns. Plenty of energy. A couple Houndooms. Or we have Howl of our Houndooms, what I should say. Gengar, urn. I mean, I could just... No, but I want to throw the Path in play, to be honest. I want the Path in play because I want to potentially stop the turn 2 Arceus ability. Starbirth. Yeah, I want to shut down the Starbirth, potentially. Dash to the Gengar. Ultra Ball. Now, I do want to get double Dower, double Gengar in play, but I'm going to prioritize the Dower here. I might not be able to pull off the boss play. Add to the peak, and then research, and then ideally get another Gengar here as well. And there it is, and the rest of the hand is great as well, to be honest. A really good hand in general. And turn, yeah, pass over to my opponent. See what they got. Get that path to the peak out there. Might slow down my opponent. Might stop them from doing something like the Starbirth, which might completely destroy their turn, to be honest. Like, they could be fully reliant on Starbirth here. There's the Metal Energy, so it's probably the Duraludon build. So we're going to need those last 2 paths to the peaks to get through the abilities on Duraludon. And there's just a power edge. I mean, we're donking here then, basically. We are in energy short, but we're going to be pretty aggressive here to try and close this one out. Yeah, we just need 1 energy and we win here. So let's go ahead and let's get that energy. And we might... Oh, there it is off the top. There's the concede. All right, quick dub here in this one. The path probably didn't do anything, to be honest, because they would have also the V-Star there. But quick, easy dub. Making sure we prioritize the right things, just in case they're not dead drawing. Still want to set up correctly. You know, if they might be dead drawing, they might be not, but still, get the double Gengar, get the double Dower, protect all the possibilities from our opponent if we can. And then sometimes there's dead drawing and we win anyways. All right, mulligan in this first hand here. That's fine, though. Take that. Hopefully, my opponent's got fighting sleeves. Hopefully, they're not actually playing a fighting deck. And there we go. Gengar, Quick Ball, and we got some draw power to come in from the Crobat as well. So, pretty good opening hand. As long as we're able to find, you know, enough Houndowers. But we got Battle VIP passes. We might be able to play a supportive return. So really I'm not too worried about it. It is the Urshifu Vmax. All right, so gonna be pretty tough here, to be honest. We'll see if they get that tournament attachment. If they don't get the tournament attachment, I feel a lot more comfortable with us being able to maybe just like start chasing Urshifus and doing shenanigans like that. So it is possible to win. They do get the attachment, excuse me, on the Urshifu, but it's still possible. It's still possible. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one. If they get the Gmax Rapid Flow turn 2, KO double Houndour, gonna be in big trouble. The top deck path to the peak really isn't doing us any favors. Skip the urn. Get ourselves that Dower. Throw down the Dower, throw down the energy. Crobat for 3. Not a whole ton, to be honest, but we're hoping to see a draw supporter from it, or maybe like a Battle VIP pass. Gengar energy is definitely not what we wanted to see. We're gonna go ahead and retreat to the Crobat. And I think I will throw out this path to the peak. We need to do a lot of shenanigans in this one, so maybe their hand is reliant on Crobat. If we can hope on that being a factor, then I mean this could slow them down. Yeah, if their hand is reliant on Crobat, I mean this could be a factor to slow them down. If not, we can go and I don't know. We're gonna have to get. It's gonna have to get weird in this one for us to have a chance to make to get a dub for sure. To be honest, it's gonna have to get weird. There's the Urshifu Vmax. Yeah, Gmax Raffle is what I'm scared of. They don't have it though. Second basic fighting coming down. So Gale Thrust for 60 into the active. I'm fine with that. Definitely doesn't look like they're in a ridiculously powerful spot. We can go into that Dark Slumber next turn. Just put him to sleep and do 80 damage. There's a Marnie, so our hand is being helped out as well. I should have benched this other Gengar. I don't know why I didn't bench that Gengar, to be honest. I just completely forgot it was a card in my hand to bench and utilize and just didn't do it. There are those Battle VIP passes not showing up on time. But we got the research, so to be honest, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we can go into the Dark Slumber next turn, just put it to sleep, make things awkward for my opponent. I don't think we're getting knocked out here. Or I hope we're not getting knocked out here. I guess we could get knocked out here. Hopefully we don't get knocked out here. And if we don't, yeah, go into the Dark Slumber, put him to sleep. I'll probably search out a Houndoom here off this Ultra Ball. We'll see what our top deck is, of course, but I'll Probably search out of a Houndoom off the Ultra Ball and then research. They're already getting aggressive evolution incense for the quick shooting Inteleon. Here comes a quick ball. Another Urshifu would be my guess, but I guess a Sobble is also reasonable. We'll see. But yeah, that's the plan here for sure, is get that Slumber. If we top deck Houndoom would be pretty good because that would free up the Ultra Ball to get us something else, to be honest. I wish I could use the Ultra Ball and the Quick Ball. Another Urshifu into play. Things keep getting more and more difficult for us here. They did get rid of a Raihan, so Gmax Rapid Flows out of nowhere are becoming less likely once we do hopefully eventually take a knockout, but still gonna be tough. Oh, the Crobat under the path to the peak. Okay, you'd love to see that. Maybe my opponent's hand is dead at this point. Maybe we catch him with the path, and I mean, this might be a huge opportunity for us to get ahead in this matchup for sure. If that path, if that's all of the draw power in the hand, then that path's doing work right now. That is why I did want to get it into play, not specifically to make hopefully my opponent misplays, but potentially slow down their draw power. And in this case, that involves them actually just actually bricking here. We'll see. All right, research. We move our active. Answer is yes. And then put our opponent to sleep. And I might want to become a Vmax next turn, so I kind of want to hold the Ultra Balls. I will bench this Gengar. I'm just going to retreat and swing here, I think, with the Dark Slumber. 60 damage, put him to sleep. They might not be able to do anything next turn. That's kind of what we're relying on here, is that the sleep sticks. And it's stuck. Okay, the sleep has stuck. They use Crobat under path. If you're going to beat Urshifu with Gengar, these are some of the things that you do need to happen, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough matchup. So sometimes it does just come down to these kind of situations, but like, I mean, gotta work with what you got. Sometimes you gotta play a situation, play a matchup like your opponent's gonna misplay, and then when they do, take advantage of it. Make sure you're just playing clean all around. And it looks like, yeah, the Crobat was my opponent's out to draw power. They use a quick ball here. I expect to see a Sobble grabbed, but they are not attacking this turn for sure. They actually want to going with the Passimian, but that's not going to save them at all. So we're going to get the knockout on this Urshifu Vmax on the next turn. I held off on using that Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Battle VIP Pass and maybe the top deck. Maybe I get rid of the Path to the Peak, actually, to be honest. Get the Vmax, and then should be able to get the knockout on the active. Yeah, we get the knockout on the active. I had to like stop and do the math, but we will be able to get the knockout here. Another Urn. Like I mentioned, I like 4 Urn right now because, you know, we're using Ultra Balls now. So I feel like we have to discard Urns more often. Like, we're just being more aggressive with discarding cards. So I like the 4 Urn for that, but like sometimes it still clogs your hand. I mean, I guess I have another Ultra Ball. I could Ultra Ball away 2 Urns. I guess just Ultra Ball here is just kind of bad. But there's that many less good top decks, I guess, having that 4th Urn in there. Can't have it all. Our Gmax Swallow Up. We KO their only Vmax in play, and they have a 0 card hand. Path doing work. Decent prize cards. No Dower for that Doom, unfortunately. Could have Ultra Balled last time for a Dower. I was thinking about it, but I just like the chance of them knocking anything out here is so low that I was like, I don't think it really matters, to be honest. But now it's going to be hard for me to attack this turn, to be honest. So maybe I should have Level Ball for my opponent. So if they got the Sobble over the Passimian, they would have been able to use Drizzile here. Now the Sobble comes out, but that's a little too late. But to be honest, I might not be doing anything next turn, to be honest. So maybe it's not that bad of a situation for my opponent, to be honest. On this next turn, they'll have another top deck to work with, I guess. And maybe it's not that bad for my opponent. See what my top deck is. Gengar. So we're definitely going to go Ultra Ball away at Gengar and an Urn. Have a little bit of a surplus of those in the hand. I have a Dower. I'm just going to check. The last Single Strike energy is there. But I could just put the Crobat to sleep, but that's it. I think I'm just going to pass here. Because I might want to overload this Gengar to be able to like one-hit KO a Urshifu Vmax next turn. So I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to pass here. Move it over to my opponent. Yeah, I can't attack with the... I mean, we use the... What's it called? The Gmax swallow. So we can't attack this turn with this Gengar. So I'm down to just pass. I want to hold the energy. The research top deck. Okay. Things are getting interesting again. My opponent top decks the research. How much will they be able to put together off of this? Is my Gengar actually going to get knocked out here? My Gengar might get knocked out here. If they can get like an air balloon. Plus the VMAX. Plus an... Oh my gosh. It was looking like we were in a good spot, and now it's gotten pretty interesting once again. We have no draw power ourselves, so we're reliant on the top deck. My Gengar VMAX could go down here. Drizzle from my opponent. Can they put together a KO? Yeah, can they put together... feels like the research is always... Not always, but it comes up pretty often. The top deck research. Quick shooting out to my Crobat. Yeah, the only thing, if they don't get the KO here, I'm feeling like we're in a pretty good spot. If they get the KO here, though, I'm feeling a little bit scared, to be honest. Here comes the Drizzile. 5 cards in hand. Any trainer card out of the deck. Yeah, will it be enough to put together a knockout or not? I'm scared. I'm scared. They don't need like a ton. They need like an air balloon, an evolution incense. So they need like air balloon energy in the hand. If they go grab an Urshifu VMAX here, actually, and they don't attack and knock us out, we could actually, if we top deck boss, no, just going for another quick shooting Inteleon. Okay, this makes you think they definitely don't have the Urshifu then. It also makes me think that their shady dealings Inteleon is prize. So just like aggressively thinning out their deck. Another Sobble down, another level ball. They've put themselves with only one Urshifu in play on the bench. This is also a good for us. This is also a good sign for us because that means they actually can't. If we have boss, they can't actually attack on the following turn. Energy to the Urshifu. Yeah, if we get boss here, KO that Urshifu, I think we just win the game. Do we top like a boss? Some Marnie. Okay, Houndoom down. Do I want to attach anywhere? We're just kind of a boss away from winning. That's kind of what I'm hoping to draw. I could like overload the active with energy here. I could put like the 3rd energy on the active. I'm just like scared of them like KOing double Houndoom, and then I can't. To KO double Houndoom with a quick shoot, Gmax Rapid Flow, I will not be able to KO. Want to KO Urshifu VMAX. It's like the only thing I'm worried about. But I do want a Fear and Panic actually for the knockout on the Crobat as opposed to Gmax Swallow. So I think this makes the most sense. And I'm gonna Marnie, try and get another Dower down. And then hopefully draw into a boss. Because if I get to use Fear and Panic, then next turn, even if they snipe my Houndooms around my Gengar. We actually got the Choice Belt, but... I want to hold that. Then I might... I'm a Single Strike Roar and energy to the bench. And that shuffles the Urn back into the deck as well. Okay, I think we're doing okay still. Just Fear and Panic. Take the knockout. 180. Get a couple more prize cards to work with. We got the boss, so that's a good sign, but it's not that great if my opponent knocks out my active. So if they knock out the active, the boss isn't going to be that good, actually, to be honest. Because I don't have a... I guess we got like top deck and energy. And if this stays a Sobble, if we top deck an Urn, then we can Dark Slumber KO a Drizzile or the Sobble if it stays a Sobble. So that would work. Or I guess we could use actually Pain Explosion at that point, to be honest. I think we're set up correct with our energy in play here. So we're doing enough with G. We can Gmax Haul plus Choice Belt to knock out the active. And if they KO our active, whether it be with the 100 Fierce Blows or a Gale Thrust, it looks like they're committed to the 100 Fierce Blows though at this point. But that's good for us because then we can like just research, try and find an Urn, and Gengar gets the dub. Unfortunately, we're locked out of Crobat at this point, which we'd prefer not to be, but I mean, it worked. If we didn't put the Path to the Peak in play, I'm pretty sure we definitely would have lost this game. So we kind of had to put the Path to the Peak in play when we did. Because if we didn't, I'm pretty sure we would have already lost. So definitely had to do it when we did it, for sure. Here comes the Shady Dealings. See what they grab with it. So they had the Shady Dealings Inteleon the whole time. They were just really aggressive with the quick shooting Inteleons for some reason. Didn't make any sense. I guess I mean they thought they had out some of the times. They go for the Evolution Incense here, so they can put the Urshifu Vmax in play, but if they do that, then they're not KOing my active, which means they're committing to a Gmax Rapid Flow play. And then if they play that research, they're not martying us, which means Choice Belt to the active just wins the game on their active. I don't even know if they're going to snipe here, though, with the Gmax Rapid Flow. There's like no great targets to snipe for them. Yeah, I'm so confused as to what they're actually trying to snipe here. Drizzile, maybe they will get off the Gale Thrust here. They could have a switch. So they could go retreat plus switch. And then actually get off the Gale Thrust here. That is possible. Now just a research for the next turn. Set up for the possibility of quick shooting. So it is going to be the Gmax Rapid Flow, I think. Unless they got the switch in hand. But I think it's going to be a Gmax Rapid Flow. Yeah, it's going to go with the Gmax Rapid Flow. But they don't KO the active. Which means we just have the Choice Belt and we knock them out. Maybe they were just counting. Oh, they can't actually KO my Urshifu, but they forgot about Choice Belt. They're maybe not counting Choice Belt in this situation. They're just like, okay, Gmax Swallow Up, 310. The last single strike energy is stuck on the bench, which to be fair is actually maybe a good read from my opponent. We do have the boss as well, so we could just boss around the Urshifu, but to be honest, I mean, that's not like a terrible read from my opponent to be like, well, maybe they just can't get the knockout. The single strike energy is kind of trapped on their bench, but we do have the Choice Belt, and it's such a game. This card is such a game changer in Gengar in so many situations. I knew it would be a game changer in the deck when I saw it releasing, but I wasn't sure Gengar would actually be good. I was like, I don't know if Gengar's still going to be good just because of Choice Belt. It might, we'll see, but no, it definitely has been quite impactful to have in the deck, and that is the dub. And that's gonna do it for the games with the Gengar Vmax, guys. Like I said, I think it's a great deck in this current format. Fighting decks are basically non-existent. No single strike. There is rapid strike, but a lot of people are just playing like the base, like on the PTCGL letter. At least a lot of people are playing the theme deck or the pre-made deck that you get. So yeah, there's just not a lot of fighting decks right now. Stuff exists, of course. There's stuff like Wormadam and stuff, but like, and that's gonna be a tough matchup. But all the big top meta decks you can beat or you're slightly favored against. So it just feels really good. Gengar just feels really good overall into the top half of the meta, and that's what you want to be beating. If you're competitive, you're playing in tournaments, you're not trying to beat the Wormadams and the Rapid Strike Urshifus and the Single Strike Urshifus, even though Single Strike Urshifu is still a 50-50. And yeah, it's good. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow.